If z is some complex number a plus bi, then the complex conjugate of z is defined to be the value a minus bi. And the notation z bar is used to represent that quantity, the conjugate of z. Essentially, we find the conjugate of z by leaving the real component the same and switching the sign of the imaginary component. For example, here we're given two complex numbers. One we'll call z, one is called w, and we're asked to find z bar, which as we just said means the conjugate of z. To find the conjugate of z, we leave the real component the same, we switch the sign of the imaginary component, and we're done. So if z is 2 minus 3i, the conjugate of z is 2 plus 3i. In part B, we're asked to find the conjugate of the product of z times w. Notice that this is different than, and not necessarily equal to, the conjugate of z times the conjugate of w. To determine the answer here, we're going to first find the product of z times w, and then we'll find that product's conjugate. So z times w is going to be 2 minus 3i multiplied by 4i. To determine this product, we'll distribute 4i into the parentheses to get 8i minus 12i squared. Let's recall that I squared is equal to -1, and anytime we see I squared pop up in our computation, we need to replace that I squared with -1. So this becomes 8i minus 12. We remove the I squared and that becomes a vacant hole, and then we replace that I squared with its equivalent quantity, -1. Let's now anchor down this left-hand side as a reminder that what we're calculating is z times w, and now we have 8i plus 12, and a more common order for a complex number is to have the real part first, followed by the imaginary piece. Now that we have the product z times w, we can determine what that product's conjugate is. The conjugate of z times w is going to be 12, the real part stays the same, and the imaginary part gets a sign switch. Let's notice that this would be the same quantity even if we had left it 8i plus 12. Z times w's conjugate would be the opposite of the imaginary piece, but the real piece would stay the same. But let's indicate our final answer in this order. For our last example, we're looking to find z bar plus w bar. So the first thing that we'll need to do is identify what the conjugate of z is. And again, we found that the conjugate of z is 2 plus 3i. The conjugate of w is going to be simply -4i. W is 4i, which can also be written as 0 plus 4i. So the conjugate of w is going to be leaving the real portion the same and switching the sign on the imaginary portion, which again is just equal to -4i. So now we're ready to find the sum of the conjugate of z plus the conjugate of w, which is going to be 2 plus 3i plus -4i. And we can actually drop these parens to say 2 plus 3i minus 4i, which simplifies when we combine like terms to be 2 minus I. And this is our final answer.